Hey guys, this is Mike Taralla with Qlik. In this video, I'm excited to show you how you can use the new Qlik Sense app for iOS to execute and analyze your apps when you are offline, or in other words, when you're not connected to a network. As you can see here, I have an app called Sales Analysis 2017. If I tap that app, I have a little download icon, and I can tap that download, and what it will do is actually download this particular app from my Qlik Sense Enterprise server and allow me to analyze the data using the app just like if I was connected to a Qlik Sense server. So basically the Qlik Sense mobile app has its own Qlik engine running locally, in this case on the iOS operating system on my iPad. Okay, so now you can see there's a button to open offline, and if I was disconnected from the network, for example, if airplane mode was on, I'd be able to open this app and still analyze the data as you see here. Okay, so that's just a brief introduction to show you what we're going to do. I'm actually going to walk you through all of those steps. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, to get started, there are a few things that have to be done. The first thing is you need to install the app on your iOS device. So in this case, I already have the Qlik Sense app installed. And you can see it basically right in this location here. Okay, so the app will be available on our download site for customers and partners. Now this works with Qlik Sense Enterprise only as of the recording of this video. And we will have deployment instructions for you to set up your own personal app store, for example, so you can make it available to users in your environment. So at the time of the recording of this video, this app is not available in the public Apple App Store, etc. Okay, so once you download and deploy and make that available to others, you'll have this app available for installation on your device. Okay, so now the app is available. So when the app is installed, we're just going to tap the app and it's going to load. Now, I have already set up a couple of sample servers, okay, and these are my internal servers, but what we're going to do is basically set up a server that would be equivalent to like a Qlik Sense Enterprise server in your environment. Okay, so if you notice the first thing, there's a button on the bottom, add a Qlik Sense server. So if I tap that, it's going to say to add this server, you need an authentication link from your administrator. Okay, so what I'm going to do is now switch roles where I'm going to be an administrator of Qlik Sense Enterprise. So I happen to have an environment already set up on my computer where I'm logged into the same environment that I'm going to access with my Qlik Sense mobile app. And I have it available here inside the Qlik Management Console. And I'm logged in as a user who has root admin privileges. So for those of you watching this video, please understand there is going to be a little bit of coordination and planning that needs to be done with your Qlik administrators. So within the Qlik Management Console, we'll have an item under Configure System for virtual proxies. So we're going to click Virtual Proxies, and in this case I only have one environment set up as a central proxy, so I'm going to double click that. And then you'll see on the right there is a property called Desktop Authentication Link. Okay, they call it Desktop Authentication Link. It could be set up as what's known as Client Authentication Link. At one time this was a way to authorize Qlik Sense Desktop to a Qlik Sense Enterprise server, so that's why it says Desktop Authentication Link. So when you click that, you have what's called the link host URI and then a friendly name that you want to give it. Okay, this is the way the Qlik Sense mobile app is going to know to connect to this enterprise server. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to copy this host name. You can see this is my Amazon box. I'm just going to paste it in right there. And then the friendly name, I'm just going to call it my Amazon QS. And then I'm going to click Generate. And you can see it generates this URI. Now, very important, please make sure you click Apply. A lot of people hit Generate and then they forget to click Apply. So clicking Apply will now add that setting to the configuration. And there's a couple things that can be done now. You can copy this link and you can send it to somebody in an email, and then they can click that link and it'll automatically open up that app, or the user can do it themselves. I'm going to show you that now. So what I'm going to do is now switch over to a user role, just to give you a quick example, and I had to refresh the environment, so now I'm refreshing my Qlik Sense. So now I'm logged into the same Qlik Sense environment as a user connected with my web browser. Okay, and what you're going to see in the upper right, there is a menu item called Client Authentication. Okay, and again, I just wanted to show you that this is the same environment that we're going to access with the Qlik Sense mobile app. So what we're going to do now, let's minimize these. Let's go back to our iPad. Okay, and then what I'm going to do here is I'm actually going to go to Safari. Okay, the reason I'm going to Safari is to show you how to access the client authentication link. So again, accessing the same Qlik Sense environment that I just showed you before from my computer, now I'm accessing it from my iPad. I'm going to click username, and I'm going to do the autofill password, and I'm going to log in. Okay, and that's the same user account that you just saw me log in a moment ago within Chrome. Now I'm logged in Safari on my iPad. Okay, there's that environment, and then in the upper right, client authentication. So I'm going to tap that, and what it's going to do is going to prompt me and open Qlik Sense, meaning the app. So open in the Qlik Sense app, yes. So we click open. And you can see it opened up the Qlik Sense app. And now on the left, you can see My Amazon QS. So now I can tap My Amazon QS. And now I'm going to log in here. So I'm going to tap Remember Password. Okay, my credentials have been entered, and I'm going to tap Login. And now I'm logged in to my Qlik Sense Enterprise server using the Qlik Sense mobile app. Okay, so now I have my apps available here, and you can see we have the Sales Analysis 2017 app. So I'm going to tap that app, and then in the center underneath the thumbnail, I'm going to tap Download. And you can see it's starting to download. Okay, so the app has finished downloading. Now you can see it's tagged as offline. Okay, and I have the option to update or delete it. And it also says open offline. But what I'd like to do first is let's just close that, and then let's go into my settings. And then in my settings, you're going to see that the Wi-Fi is set to Dad Office. Okay, so in this case here, if I shut off the Wi-Fi, it's going to disconnect my iPad sharing on my computer, so you're no longer going to see it. But if I was to turn on airplane mode or disconnect myself from the network, when I went back into the app, it would show me just the offline apps, such as the ones that have been downloaded. And then what you can do is then tap that app and click Open Offline. And now this app is available for me to use disconnected from the network, just like I was connected to the original Qlik Sense Enterprise engine, utilizing the Qix engine. So for example, my selections, the automatic updates and auto aggregations are taken into consideration, just like I was analyzing data connected to the Qlik Sense Enterprise environment. Okay, fairly simple at this point. I'm not going to get into any more usage because at this point you're just using your Qlik Sense app as you normally would. Okay, so in review, the main concept is you need your Qlik Sense administrator to be able to provide a client authentication link to the Qlik Sense Enterprise environment. And then that link can be accessed through a email if it's cut and paste into the body of an email and the Qlik Sense app has been installed on your mobile device, in this case the iPad, and can be executed that way. Or you could log into your Qlik Sense Enterprise environment on a browser on your mobile device and then click that client authentication link and it'll open up the Qlik Sense app. And at that point, you'll have the ability to download your apps to your device and then access them in a disconnected or offline mode. Okay, guys, hope this was helpful. Leave any comments or questions wherever this video is posted. And check out these other great resources on Qlik Sense, and I will see you on the next video. Thanks for your time, guys. Take care.